All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to The Mail Stand. If you're new to my channel, The Mail Stand is a series where I read out emails that I have received. Those emails could be from someone I've known for almost 3 decades, say from, doing Copto, or they could be from complete random strangers on the internet that I've never communicated with before in my life. Because of that, you need to treat all of these emails under this series with a huge, amount of salt, all right? I'm not telling you something, I believe this, or I disbelieve it, or whatever, because I've selected that email, right? I could be thinking, what a load of shite. When I'm reading it to you, I might be thinking, if only I could tell them who this is, right? So it's a bit fun in that regard. So it's up to you just to digest and think, well, that's believable, or it's a load of shit. Now, the interesting thing is, an example of this is earlier, it would have been last month now, we were told by the Athletic, David Ornstein, that Real Madrid had ended their interest in Konate, and everyone was very surprised by that. About 7 or 8 days prior to that news, one of the emails on here, the Mail Stand, claimed that Real Madrid were getting really pissed off with his agent, right? Tired of it, like we thought we had a deal worked out, but you're still doing this, blah, blah, blah. That could be a reason. I don't know if it is, but it could be a reason why the Konate claims came out that that deal was dead. I'm very suspicious about it all, but the point I'm trying to make here is sometimes these emails, especially when you go back on them, you can look and think, oh, it's fucking interesting, right? So it's purely for your information. Right? It's up to you whether you believe them or not. Now, in this email, I'm just cancelling my notifications off. I'm going to leave a little bit out. I'll explain to you when I get to it. Right, it says Salah again. That's the subject. I don't usually read the subject, because usually I scroll down, but it says Salah again. And this is what it says. I am sending you this email as a bit of a heads up. Again, Salah's agent is sniffing around Saudi clubs. There is nothing concrete, just he has started making connections again. My mate has told me that Salah does not want to be at Liverpool right now. There are a few things. He is realising he is not who he was last season, the loss of Jota, and that he is not first name on the team sheet. My mate, in brackets, which he has nothing concrete to base this on, suspects if a decent bid comes in for him, they would accept it. The good news is apparently Heitinga was seen in Liverpool today, so we can only cross our fingers. Where Konate is concerned, I will update you when I know more. The Asencio talks are progressing, however, they are nowhere near anything like a deal due to his current situation. This is Asencio at Real Madrid. Previous claims that Liverpool would be interested in taking him on loan, I think. I can't remember. We've discussed it before on here. I honestly can't remember. You'd have to go back through the previous Mail Stand videos. I have made it very clear before, Asencio, I just can't see him leaving Real Madrid. I don't know. It's a strange one. Asencio's caught up in a huge criminal case in Spain. You'd have to Google Asencio court case to understand it. I'm not going to attempt to explain. I mean, I know what it is, but because it's a very sensitive subject, so I'd rather not get it wrong or misquote or anything. So if you want to read about that, look it up. And that's the suggestion, that Real Madrid could be looking to get him out of the way for a bit. I don't know. There is a little bit more in this email which I'm choosing not to read to you, and I haven't been asked not to read it to you. But it's to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I'm going to reply to the person who sent this email, just for a little bit more clarity on that, rather than reading something to you. Even though I ask you to make your mind up with things, sometimes I just got to use my noddle a bit. All right. So I'm going to leave that for now. So really, forget the other stuff, the Asencio, the Konate, and all that. The email really is about Salah. We have seen, or I have seen, Twitter twats, going down the obvious route here of Salah and Saudi. And if you want to, if I should adopt the same policy, if I'm going to do that to them, should I do that to someone sending me an email and think, well, hang on a minute, anyone could say that? Yeah, I should really. The difference is, these are doing it for commercial reasons, right? For, engagement farming, for revenue, for clicks. The author of the email is getting nothing out of that suggestion. And they've been around this community for some time. It doesn't mean that you should believe them, or that I can anyway, verify what they're saying. I'm just saying I think there is a bit of a difference. You might disagree. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a bit of harmless, chatter. That's it. All right. So Salah, yeah. What do you think about Salah? I think if big money came in, they'd take it. Personally, I think he'd go too. I do. I believe that. So it's not really a hard one to make a claim of. Do you know, sometimes in the past, I've wrote news articles and stuff and done stuff on the members' website. Shout out to my VIPs. I've done stuff before, and people will say, this was reported 3 days ago. The thing is, it depends who's saying it, all right? So if an ITK Twitter twat says Salah to Saudi on the Monday, and Ornstein says it on the Wednesday, people go, that was already known on Monday. I would say, no, they were making an educated guess. It's who says it what matters to me, not who said it when. And this is what these fuckers all obsess over. I said it first. No one gives a fuck who said it first. What we want is credibility. All right? So let me know what you think about the Salah situation. I'll tell you what, I ain't got time right now because I've got an appointment. I know the author of that email will be watching. The Trent, the bit about Trent at the bottom, can you elaborate on that further? I will share it with everybody, unless you specifically ask me not to. Obviously, Trent is injured at the moment for some time, which I'm going to do a video on that now, actually. All right? It's just I'm snowed under, man, and I've got to go to the opticians very, very soon. I really need to start wrapping these videos up. I'm going to get one more out after this, all right? If you appreciate the video, like the video, whatever, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. There's a love out under the video if you want to support my channel. Can't exist without you supporting my channel. Please don't think that your support doesn't make any difference, because it really fucking does. There's a link in the video description. There's 3 links, actually, but my favourite one is Revolut. That's my beer kitty, so I can get a beer on a Saturday, and I'm sure you don't begrudge me that. I'd buy you a fucking beer if I bump into you, all right? That's all right. You can ask anyone that's ever bumped into me in the resort out here. Loads of people come out here on holiday, and when they tell me, I go, let me get you a beer. They never let me get them a beer. They insist on buying me one, but that's not the point. All right, guys, take it easy, and let me know your thoughts.